drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Give to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field.
Black 24! Black 24!
Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Keeps looking downfield. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's what you want. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incompletely.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rucci. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
From the gun, the ground down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield, quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a goal.
Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never develops.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Green 25.
Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Okay, ready?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Easy.
Gonna look downfield again. Hines is big time. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump?
Rita. 691. Gators.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41. That's the good gain there. And the Canes are in the hurry up. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just...
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes him play after the grab. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll put it in there with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He's going to take off. Brings him to the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver going in motion. And wings it incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy pitches.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Down over the middle, it's Dawkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Still looking on the move. Dropped the football and now turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to call that play. You've got to make a play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Easy.
They'll go right back to the run. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half.
On the double.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. kickoff and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chubb. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth in the feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive here? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Right in lockstep there with the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Third and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Longhorns with the first and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. Is now second and 10. He wants to throw it again. Using his feet to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. This is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quick.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Ball's in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. This time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working it away with quick magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Fires on the move. Already found a hole in that secondary. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. There he took the lead with the 6.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the kick and setting his offense up at the 24.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
This offense has it with really good field position.
R2 Spider! R2 Spider! Go, go!
Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
Ready
They
up!
had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Sends it back in motion.
Freedom! Freedom!
Making side adjustments here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready?
Now on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Miami.
On the
They're
set.
dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Keeping it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Get set. Reload.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Okay,
This
ready?
defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal.
Set.
The gift to the quarterback. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a great team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Didn't pick up the block there. Moving forward just a few. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw again. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Ready, break. Let's go.
Snap in the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Durham. There he goes. Ernie on the Jets. Inside the... They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
In the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way into the long touchdown.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a three-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get concerned with playing safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some speed. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. He's going for the goal. Touchdown, King! And the punting has started. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it will take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Clear! Clear! Here we go!
Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Okay, ready?
Getting aggressive here and going for two.
In the end zone.
Here we go!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, hit the end zone for the touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little.
Turning it on. Past the first down mark, and still running. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today. Dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches prove their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys. We promise to keep you posted.
How about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Looking to throw. There's the pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little extra time. Finds a crease at the throw. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Get set, get set. Roll it. Ready.
They'll try the run. He's through behind his pad. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Brings up second down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute it.
Into the end zone he goes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He goes down and a short return. What a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Miami.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And the try is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.